zoos like this, the Philadelphia Zoo, that holds animals to good standards. They have large budgets. We allow the best psychological care for animals and the best mental care for animals. We're in a public space. You're so cool. You can have a camera. Why don't you want to have a discussion? Why doesn't you want to have a discussion? You're out here.
Because you're giving out misinformation, and I don't.
And why don't you want to have a conversation? You've clearly come out here wanting to talk to people with signs. Can you not talk about facts? If you want to talk about what I've said that might be quote unquote wrong, talk about that.
How much does the Philadelphia Zoo budget go towards?
It's around 2%. And the Philadelphia, and let me say this, you know how much they give the AZA Zoo? It's $162 million.
For animals on display for human entertainment.
No, $162 million.
2% goes to conservation. And what is that conservation?
Total.
What is that conservation used for? Is any of it to preserve native habitat of animals?
Actually, yes.
What?
With the SSP, they're working with groups on the ground in Africa and other
How much though? I've done my research too.
$162 million.
No, that's not true.
It absolutely
$162
is true.
million?
Yes, it is true.
That's not even the zoo's annual budget is not even that much.
Not the Philadelphia Zoo.
I'm talking about the zoo. I said the Philadelphia Zoo.
So I don't know what their annual budget is, but I know I know it's probably high. They're nonprofit, so they're making more income than other groups.
Do you know what the Philadelphia Zoo director's salary is?
I don't care what his salary is.
Do you know that it's more than what they spend on conservation?
Why are you bringing that up? It's not an argument.
I'm asking because I know my facts too.
Okay, and I'm bringing it up. Why does that matter? If the Philadelphia Zoo is doing stuff that is moral towards animals, they are saving animals in the wild. You can look at the other day what they did. They sent workers here to work with orangutans. People in Indonesia, they were working with them to save orangutans. They are working with organizations giving them money to save orangutan babies.
2%.
Do you care more about throwing a fit? Do you care more about throwing a fit?
2% of the budget.
Okay, and know how much money the AZA has raised altogether? $162 million.
2% of the budget.
Okay, and we can talk about raising that. That's an absolute
2% of the budget, and that is not. Most of that does not go towards in situ conservation.
Okay.
It goes towards sending Philadelphia Zoo employees overseas to learn how they take care of captive animals. That's for the most with the budget. I know what the programs are. I've done my research, sir.
I've done my okay.
You haven't. You didn't know the budget of their. You don't know their budget.
$162 million with the entire
for the entire AZA,
and you know how much
which
PETA
goes
has raised?
towards so much.
How much have you given to conservation? I'm sure as hell it's not $162 million.
I'm not with. This is my group. If you want to learn more about.
I've seen them, and it's a small. It's a changethezoo.org or whatever.
No, this is my group.
Okay, I will look into this.
Okay.
This is just animal activist of Philadelphia. I've seen your website. It's very small. It's not much. It doesn't say anything.
I'm a grassroots activist.
Okay, you can have a grassroots activist. I don't care. But
thank you for your permission. I appreciate that.
I support the Philadelphia Zoo. I support the Philadelphia Zoo because they are raising.
Thank you for speaking up and telling people who are coming to my table about what I'm about instead of having them be informed.
The First Amendment. You're out here expressing your First Amendment. I can express my First Amendment. I support the Philadelphia Zoo because they are raising conservation money. They are helping animals thrive and survive in this area. They have
Notice
large
that he
exhibits.
himself said 2%, and actually the Philadelphia Zoo.
It's 2%, and the AZA raises $162 million. $162 million.
Most of that goes towards.
And these people who like to throw fits, they probably raised $2. They probably raised $2 for conservation. How much did the AZA raise? $162 million. But folks, this lady thinks she can do more by yelling and throwing a fit.
I think the person yelling and throwing a fit is you.
I didn't come out here today. I came out here to have a discussion. You're coming out here recording
You're yelling and throwing a fit.
I want to have a conversation.
You got the security out here.
You're the one who's security's been out here. I drove by and I saw security out here today earlier. You're in a public space. I want to have a conversation. Why do you care more about recording and just trying to put me on video?
She started recording.
She can record me, of course. I asked her to record me. I'm having a conversation with you. Why don't you have someone else record you? She can record you. You want to have a conversation? Because I think speciesism isn't a term that's very right either. I think it's wrong to put a shirt that compares anti-Semitism to speciesism. Do you agree with that? Do you think PETA, when they sell shirts that say racism and speciesism, I think 6 million Jews killed by Hitler is not comparable to animals. I don't think when PETA puts stuff out like that, we're comparing concentration camps to animals, okay? In factory farm, not for factory farm, but comparing it to Hitler, that's absolutely wrong, and you should not wear a shirt with an organization. And by the way, did you know PETA actually just sent a gorilla to a zoo? They supported that. They actually filed a court order that sent a gorilla to a zoo. Did you know that? Did you know that? You're wearing a PETA shirt. You seem like you support PETA. Why does PETA have two sides to their face? Why does one support a zoo and the other? But when they claim they don't support a zoo, but they're taking action in court to support zoos. See, listen, I have facts. I'll read you my paper just on camera. I've written this paper. As of late, a growing movement is opposed to animal rights activist groups, including PETA and non-human rights projects, have continued to pontificate about the cruel nature of zoos and even call them end of the zoo.
This lady has to.
Actually, I've read.
Guys, leave
They're okay with it.
Actually,
man.
I've read about a. There's actually a Talmudic verse I
I'm
read
gonna
about,
walk
and it
over
talks
here
about
because
how there's a
she
rabbi
keeps-
supporting
She keeps. Ma'am, you don't need to interfere with my table here.
But I have
Please
as much
step
right
away.
as you do.
You don't have the right to interfere with my table.
I'm not. I'm giving my
You
opinion.
are. You are interfering with
How?
my outreach, and there's no reason for it.
Well,
I have the
you're
right to be
interfering
here.
with
I'm a
my- I have a right
volunteer.
too.
This is my.
I
This is
support
my.
the zoo, though.
I know, and that's
You don't have
okay.
any
You
right
can
that
have
she
a
doesn't
table
have.
over there.
I'm
You don't need to
allowed
interfere with
stand
my
this
table.
distance. I'm not interfering. I'm
You
letting
don't
my
need to
opinion.
though.
She doesn't.
If you want to do your own, if you want to do your own
and you want to talk
outreach,
about zoos, you
that's
want to talk about
fine.
zoos, I'm here
But
to have
you
a
don't need to
conversation.
interfere with
I'm here to have a
mine.
conversation.
Calm down.
Why do you think that zoos, which are raising $162 million for conservation, are wrong? Why, when they're breeding animals and bringing rare endangered animals back to the wild? Have you learned about the bongo, the golden lion tamarin? What about those animals that the zoos have actually raised and put back in the wild? What about this Spanish horse?
Do you want to call civil affairs because these people are not backing off?
I can't have a conversation with her.
You can have a conversation. I'm just here to come peace.
Yeah,
As long as you're
and
not
she's
throwing
out here
fists.
trying to have
So
a
we're
conversation.
against what they're doing, and we have a right to say that.
You do, but you have a right to do both.
They don't have the right to interfere with me.
I'm not
though.
interfering.
You are. She has been going up to people at my table who want to get information
No,
and
they're
trying
just
to dissuade
confused.
them.
Free coloring
telling-
books?
Yeah.
Come
Yeah, that's a bit biased.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
Free coloring
I know,
books,
it's-
And it
okay?
said, yeah, exactly.
It doesn't really say much about it. I think when it says free coloring books, it looks a little different from that.
And see, this gentleman claims that the elephant sanctuary supports zoos without
They are in the
qualifying
AZA. They are in the
why
AZA.
that doesn't actually mean that they support
Association of
zoos
Zoos
and want elephants in zoos.
And in Cincinnati,
So he's willing to
Cincinnati
put in
this
this
summer,
information.
in
This is
Cincinnati
probably his mother,
in Cincinnati,
maybe his grandmother. I don't know.
in
She's been
Cincinnati, there was
videotaping
the
since the
AZA
beginning.
has
to be old
The
lady.
AZA,
So it's
the
old
AZA
lady
had a
over
meeting in
here.
And he
Cincinnati.
is
The Elephant
just-
Sanctuary
you
sent
see him.
representatives to
I've never
Cincinnati
raised
for a
my voice,
conversation.
but he's actually been yelling. And he's
Propagandize
actually been
by saying zoos are bad by giving out free coloring books and free stickers, claiming that they're
very
bad.
successful. And she's bumping into people. She's blocking. She's obstructing the sidewalk. And this guy has just been nonstop yelling.
I'm nuts. Why are you going to ad hominem attacks now? Why are you telling me I'm nuts? That's a bit offensive.
I didn't say you were
You said
nuts.
this guy is nuts.
I did not say that. I have it on video. You're,
Okay,
you're
well, I
lying
think-
again.
I'm
You're
not.
lying again. I didn't say that.
Lie.
Well, then
I
you
know.
can play the video back and see that I did
think
not
also-
say he was
I'm
nuts.
here to say that
He's a
conservationism,
fat- that was a
conservation
flat-out
with the
lie.
zoo supports
I did not say
$162
he
million
was
are
nuts,
raised by the
so-
AZA. And if you think that is wrong, that's absolutely wrong because wild animals live in the wild. But guess what? This zoo is putting animals back into the wild.
He's not. It might have
Well,
out of the. You know how many species that they breed
About
are
2,000.
actually
About
endangered?
2,000. Why does that
You know
matter? Do you
how
know how many?
many-
Every animal in the
Why
world.
does it matter?
Because every animal in the world right
Because
now,
they
the
claim
population
to
are
be for
declining.
endangered species.
Yeah, and do you know how many
over
animals?
75% of the animals in the zoo are not endangered.
Okay, endangered also very
And so
specific. How many are
it's-
threatened? How many have the risk of being threatened? You
Any
know?
class of endangerment, 75% are not.
Yeah,
any class
but
of
how many animals
endangerment.
right now
That
are
means
going
less
upon the
than
risk of
25%. He doesn't know his facts. He
How
doesn't
many-
know how many.
I said
doesn't know
20.
how
I
many-
said there's 2,000 animals.
How
that
many
live here.
animals have they returned to the wild?
I don't know specifically
See,
how much.
he doesn't know his
I-
facts. I can't.
How
I
many of them-
can't deal with you. You don't know your facts. You have some
you know
buzzwords.
facts?
You've fallen for the zoo's PR. You're
PR?
spouting
It's
these
fact. I have
buzzwords.
facts.
162 million. You know how big their budget is? That dwarfs it. That dwarfs
Their budget
it.
isn't $162 million.
Their budget is over billions in the
Zoo's budget's $1
in the-
billion. You saying that?
in-
That's not
You're
a fact.
saying the 162
Of the
million in the
AZA.
entire AZA. I'm saying what's the total zoo
Why
budget?
does it matter if they're giving $162 million?
Because all the other money goes towards the zoo.
And why
the
is that wrong?
Swan rides,
Why-
everything else.
Well, I don't
because
think- I don't
they
think
claim to
2%
be
of their budget is going to a
conservation
swan ride. I
organization.
think that's not the case.
162 million is
Why
a
do you have
drop
a
in the
problem with them
bucket,
giving
and
money to-
most
I have
of
a-
that
I have a
does
question. Why
not
do you have a
go
problem with
towards
them
ex
giving money to
situ
conservation
conservation.
groups? Why do you have an issue with that?
Because they don't go towards in situ conservation. Most of it goes towards taking employees, sending them to other countries to learn how they keep animals in captivity. Very, very small. For
What
the
about the
Philadelphia
SSP
Zoo, it
releasing
might be.
animals? What
But
about
for
the
the Philadelphia,
SSP
you're not letting
releasing
me
animals?
finish. You've been ranting and raving.
What about the SSP
You haven't
releasing
been letting
animals?
me.
I'm asking you a question. What about the SSP
You
releasing
haven't been letting me
animals?
talk, so I'm going to step back.
No, because you don't listen to facts. Why does the SSP releasing animals? Why is that wrong? Why is the SSP releasing animals wrong? I'm
He's
asking
talking
you.
about the
What about saving of the
SSP,
bongo? Why was
And
that
the
wrong?
SSP, it really is about breeding animals in captivity.
Have you seen the
It's
work
not
of
about putting them back.
They worked to release a panda into the wild. Zoo Atlanta worked for the panda, and they worked the Chengdu, and they released one into the wild. They had a baby that was born the other day, worked with Zoo Atlanta and the AZA in Chengdu. Why is that wrong? Do you not believe pandas should go back into the wild just because the zoo is so pretenses of having to hate a zoo. Well, guess what? Zoos are saving creatures. Why are the gorilla populations are being saved because of captivity? With work with the Philadelphia Zoo, other AZA zoos, the mountain gorilla population continues to fall. They are not in captivity. How has the mountain gorilla population continued to rise? Because of the work it is. Philadelphia Zoo is working with mountain gorillas. Not live in captivity. No mountain gorilla lives in captivity. The population is rising. The work at the ACA did that. The work at the SSP did that. And she continues to report me. She can report me, but I think PETA is a gross organization when they have two faces. They just sent a gorilla to a zoo. PETA just sent a gorilla to a zoo. Okay, folks. So she can continue to report me. She's using pictures that aren't a Philadelphia Zoo at all.
The one from Batu is, sir. You don't know your facts again.
What? Which one's not? Which one's from Philadelphia? I'm talking about this, and I believe, and I don't know when this picture was taken. This is
Do you
Batu.
understand that this is the same photo that's on there?
Oh, okay.
See? If you use
And what is
your
wrong?
eyes.
Okay, that don't have to go to that. I made
Because you're just so ridiculous.
Why do
I'm
you have
sorry.
a problem with Batu living in that container when it's just a small? You really cropped it. I don't know if that's Zoo 360, but have you seen Zoo 360? You can probably see it from out here. Have you seen Zoo 360? Have you seen Zoo 360? And you're using a picture of a dog, which isn't on it, like cow. Okay, folks, zoos are prisons for innocent animals. Well, I don't think prisons have multiple acres, have some of the best enrichment. I think that when the animals have great food, great lives, they live longer than animals in the wild. There's no poaching in zoos. There is no forest fires. We look at the Amazon. How many sloths have died? We don't know. She wants more animals to die since she has no plan to save them. She has no plan to save sloths, which are dying in the Amazon rainforest, other than just saying, I hate zoos. Well, this zoo is breeding three-toed sloths. She can take stickers, I really don't care.
But it's just
Okay. Last point, millions of people go to this zoo a day. I think 2 people are out here protesting. The world has spoken. The world speaks volumes. The people support zoos. Conservation is right. The Philadelphia Zoo and the AZA raised $162 million. They've released the bongo, the golden lion, tamarin, pandas. The AZA is doing good work. These people just want to throw fits and make scenes. I don't think that is right. I support zoos, and everyone else here does as well. God bless the Philadelphia Zoo.
Have a nice day.
This is fake news.
Have a wonderful day.
It's public property. This is public. This is not public. Right. Green line. You want to come in here? Because this is trespassing. But she can come in here. She can't go into there. That's trespassing. She has Actually, no, I think the game's right. The gate is, yeah. I think you can only gift shop without a ticket. She's now.
What other misinformation did you get
That's a
again?
small mistake. That's
Okay.
that's nitpicking. That's nitpicking. And also, last thing, the Talmud supports zoos. The Talmud supports zoos. I actually looked at a rabbi, and he wrote about in the 1430s. He went from Israel, traveled across Israel.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you keeping an open mind and taking information that is available.
They're very pro-zoo. I'm pro-Israel.
There. And just so you know, I only came here today to teach people facts. I want to come here today. I'm going to spend money in here. That's going to go to the $162 million. Maybe it'll be $163 million next year. Thank you a lot for giving money to conservation. I think you're just fine. I'm going in. Stop playing me about the tour. Talk to your people. Goodbye.